Friends, today we will talk about diabetes mellitus and its consequences on the heart and blood vessels. Most of us know today, it's public knowledge that patients of diabetes suffer from heart or brain blood vessels problems, cardiovascular problems as they say, significantly more often than those people who don't have diabetes. For example, the patient of diabetes will be about 2 to 2.5 times more likely to suffer from cardiovascular disease than those without diabetes. So, in addition to occurring more frequently, the disease also can be more severe when it occurs. For example, these patients may have a heart attack, and this heart attack can be quite large in these patients, and its sequels means chances of getting into heart failure so and so are more likely to happen in diabetics. Angina, what they call, without heart attack but getting some chest pain on walking, can be actually painless in these patients. A normal person may have pain on walking, but a diabetic patient may not have any pain and still can have severe disease. More often than not, they have only breathlessness on walking or exercise. These patients are more prone also to develop paralysis and also to develop peripheral vascular disease, means blocks in the blood vessels supplying blood to the legs with leading to pain in the legs on walking or even gangrene, and sometimes they will be forced to undergo removal of part of the leg, what we call amputation. For all these reasons, a diabetic patient has to be very, very careful. Diabetes has become a very common disease in the entire world, particularly so in India, and we have to learn to live with it. So, what are the special precautions a diabetic patient will take while dealing with himself over course of time? One should remember that the precautions a diabetic patient should take should start from day one. That means from the time the diagnosis is made. It is important to control the blood sugar. In fact, those who control their sugars in the first year of the diagnosis, they fare much better over course of time than those patients who have neglected their diabetes in the initial years and later they become very careful about it. So, it is important that the patient of diabetes should strive to control sugar right from day one. We should see that the A1C, what we call, many of you know, A1C means it gives an idea of the average blood sugar over the last 3 months. So, A1C is a test we normally recommend once in 3 months to see whether sugars remain controlled or they are getting more. So, A1C, the target is that A1C should be less than 7%. This is what the recommendation from various professional doctors' bodies. And the patient of diabetes should see to it that he does not get any injuries anywhere. That is very important, because once an injury occurs, the chances of it becoming infected and leading to complications are more likely. So, special precautions to avoid injuries, and the patient of diabetes should do regular walking. Not only this regular walking leads to control of blood sugar, but it also will tell you if heart problem or some blocks in the blood vessel supplying blood to heart or legs has already come. He will be able to diagnose it earlier than later, because if all these days the patient is good and now he suddenly starts getting breathlessness and exertion, that means he is developed some problem and he needs investigations and possibly treatment. So, controlling blood sugar, today so many new drugs have come. Drugs may be tablets or they may be injectables. Today we have a wide variety of drugs for controlling diabetes, and no diabetic patient today should go without adequate control of diabetes. The discussion about actual drugs may be beyond the scope of this talk, but one should remember there are 2 drugs that have come. One is called SGLT2 inhibitors, which are drugs that not only control blood sugar, they also reduce the chance of the patient getting heart problems over course of time. And another group of drugs, unfortunately today they are available only as injectables. They are going to become oral also, will be available in a short period of time. But as on today they are available as injectables. They are called GLP-1 analogs. So today the recommendation is that if patient's blood sugar is not controlled with tablets, then earlier we used to do insulin. Today we advise GLP-1 analogs. These injections can be given every day or can be given once in a week depending on what type of injection one is taking. And these injectable drugs, they can produce control of diabetes as well as some weight reduction, and chances of heart attack were further reduced. So for all these reasons it is important to the treating doctor gives the best possible medicines to the diabetic patient. There is a trial that has been done relatively about 2 years back or so in England, and what they showed is that if adequately diabetes is controlled and the patient is treated with all the best possible medicines, then today's patient of diabetes fares much better than a diabetic patient 20 years back. So today diabetes is compatible with long and healthy life if you take all the best possible medicines and undergo frequent testing. Patient should be in touch with a diabetologist or a physician, and once at least in a year they should undergo thorough cardiac checkup to detect any new problem that is coming. And the recommendation today is that if you keep your HbA1c less than 7, you keep your LDL less than 50, that is cholesterol, one component of cholesterol, and you keep the blood pressure less than 130 systolic blood pressure, and don't smoke, a patient of diabetes will do as well as a patient who does not have diabetes. It is not easy to achieve all these targets, but it is very much possible if you take the medicines correctly, under correct guidance and regularly without stopping. So good luck to all patients who have diabetes, and best wishes to all of you. Thank you.